Good morning, employees. This is your boss, Mr. Arrett, and I'm going to give you a quick tutorial of how to use Wix because we had such problems on Thursday getting started. So I just want to make sure that you all kind of have the basics of how it works, and hopefully we can spend some time today getting your websites in order so we can start getting your content put up there. As always, you're going to need to sign in when you come to the site, so you're just going to click sign in. Again, we always sign in with Google, so go ahead and click that, and that should get you signed right in. I've got lots of Google accounts, but yours should just pop right in. But I'm going to click my school account because I think that's what I made mine under. Okay, so you can see it's got my previous sites up here. You should have the same thing if you saved your site last time. I'm going to go ahead and click edit this site. And then it'll take a while to get fired up again, just like it did last time. But, you know, there's nothing we can do about how long this takes. It's just a matter of our internet speed, so, you know, just bear with it. So we've got our site here. Now, this is my homepage. And your homepage can be pretty much whatever you want it to be. However, I would like you to have at least one photo and at least one bit of text on there. Okay, so but you can have it say whatever you want. You don't have to use your real name if you don't want to. You could use a fake name. You don't even have to put your name in there if you want. But a lot of people on their home pages, you can see whatever this site used to be, they just give a brief overview of the site. So you might want to say something like, this is going to be my portfolio where I'm going to keep all the stuff, all my projects that I do in my 21st Century Skills class, or something along those lines. Again, have fun with it. It's your homepage. Just make sure it's school appropriate. One picture, some text, and I'll be happy. So let's look at how Wix works, because you can see as I move my cursor around the screen, I've got like crosshairs and things, and I can click on stuff and drag it. All right. So basically anything you want to edit, you just click on, and then it's going to give you options to edit text or do something like that. Okay. Now, I personally think it's easier if you start with a blank page. So you could go through and you could delete all this junk on here. Like I could go through and I could just sit here and I could just click delete, like click stuff and hit the delete button on my keyboard is all I'm doing. But think how long this is going to take me to do if I do this. I could just start a new page as well and make that my home page. So why don't we just do that and just keep it simple? Okay, so I'm going to click this add button over here. Oh wait, that's for this page. Never mind. I got to do that from the menu. Okay, so menu up here. It's got all your pages listed. We kind of started getting into this last class, but I know some of you, like, you had problems with yours loading, or you know, there's about a bazillion things going on, so I don't know how many people got actually done to it. But you go to manage menu. It's got all your pages listed here. I was going through and like deleting all these pages. We were setting it up differently last class, but we're going to try to keep it a little bit simpler this time. So anyway, I'm just going through. You notice I can click on this and it'll take me to that page, but I'm just deleting all these pages right now. I don't even want them on here. Okay. We'll add pages as we need them, and like I said, I think it's a little bit easier to build them from scratch. They might not look as fancy as the ones they've got here, but that's part of the learning process, is figuring out how we can soup these web pages up to make them look nice and neat. Okay, so anyway, here we go down to getting them all deleted, and now I just got my home page, but like I said, I don't even want that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add page. And then it gives you a few options. I'm going to click page. It gives me a new page. I can name it. And just to make sure, I'm going to say 21 home, just so I know that's my new one. And then I can click on this page, and it's got options here on what it can be. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to this one, and I'm going to delete my home page. And now this one becomes my home page, and there's a way to change that later too if you want it. But now you see I got just a blank page over here. And then we can start from scratch, and it's a little bit simpler, a little less daunting to think about. So whatever you want to add to this, you go to the add button over here, and then you'll see like a boatload of options. You can add text, you can add images, you can add a gallery, which is like a slideshow. You can add a button, you can add a box, which is like you might want a box with a different color text in it or something like that. Strips, which would be like a heading image across your page. If you want a shape of some sort, if you want to embed a video, although I'm not sure we can really do this because you guys can't have YouTube videos, but I don't know, maybe we'll play around with that a little bit later. Music, social buttons. Again, I don't think you need to get into any of this stuff down here. Contact information, you won't need that. Menus, you can add more menus in. List, you can do a blog, which I don't know, maybe we'll try. Online store we won't need, and then a few other options down below. So you got, essentially you got everything you need here to make an awesome professional looking website, which is kind of what the goal of this is just to give you the experience of making a website. So let's start simple though, and let's do some text. So whichever one you like down here, you can see they have a whole bunch of different fonts and titles that you can pick from, and then you got paragraph text that you can pick from. You can always change this stuff later too. But let's just have a little fun, and we'll just pick I don't know, there's one down here. I like this one. Okay, so all I have to do if I want that is just drag it over here, and then if I want to edit that text, guess what I click? Edit text. So I'm going to click edit text, and I'm going to say 21st century skills home. Notice I can just move these toolboxes around wherever I want. Okay, and then I can highlight this all, and you know what? I can change. Maybe I want to make my title ginormous. Maybe I want to change the color of my title. I can do all that. I can change the font and all that stuff here. I'm just going to make mine a little bit bigger. Maybe so it'll fit. I gotta go down in font a little bit. There you go. Okay, boom, 21st century home. And I'm just going to reshape that so it's all in order. Okay, so I got the title of my page done. Check. What else do I want? Well, I said I want you guys to have an image of some sort. So we're going to go in. You'll notice you got a few options here. You got images that they have from that you can choose from on their website, or you can use any image you want over here. Just for ease of purposes, I'm going to do, well, here, I'll show you how to upload your own, because you'll probably want to do that. So it's got images here. I've got a couple of images that I used last class when I was showing people how to do this, but I'm going to go to upload images so I can get some other stuff. Oh, and here we go. Picture my kitty. We'll click that one. Okay, so now it's uploading the picture of my kitty, and we'll put that in here. So I'm just going to sip on my coffee while this is happening. This file is really big, which is why it's taking so long. Yours shouldn't take this long, I wouldn't imagine, unless you use a gigantic photo, but this just came right off my camera, so it's going to take a little while. Boom, warp speed ahead. You see it's finishing up right now, and then it says, okay, your picture's all good. I'm going to click my picture here, and I'm going to say add to page. And boom, we get a nice picture of a kitty cat on my page. All right. Okay, so we got a picture, and you can see I can move it around to wherever I want. I can resize it however I want. Just make sure, and actually it won't even let you mess it up if you try to smush it. So that's good because I hate when people do that. So anyway, we'll make it nice and big here. And then I said I want you to have some text on here too. So I'm going to go to text and I'm going to go down and I'm going to pick out, you see I've got all these different text options down here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick one of these and I'm going to drag it down here and we'll put it under the kitty. And then you've got a text box. And so again, you've got edit text, and then you'll get into this, and in your text menu will come up again, and you can open up and change anything you want. I'm gonna make my text like a little bit bigger here. I don't want it to be gigantic, but I'll change it, and then I can type in this is my cat Wally. He's pretty cool. Okay, obviously you probably don't want to talk about your cat on here, but you know, I'm just showing you how it works. Again, you've got all this stuff over here you can mess with if you want to. You know, you can pick a different font. Maybe I want like something a little bit fancier here, so I'm gonna go highlight it and I'm gonna say, all right, let's do that font. That's pretty cool. Okay, good. So then, boom, I've got my whole page done. So that's my home page. And this is, so when somebody goes to my site, this is the page that they're going to see. Now, here's what I want to make sure that you get rid of after, you know, after you get your page kind of set up and stuff you want. I've still got some of this junk that was left over from my original site that I stole this from. You know, right, that I edited it from. Make sure you just get rid of anything that's left over from that stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to delete all this junk here because I don't want anything left over from that. Up here I've got kind of a title for my page. I don't really like mine right now, so we can go through and edit the text of that, right? And we can say, okay, let's make it a little bit, we'll do some funner stuff up here. Give yourself kind of a cool title, and this will appear on every page, so you want to make sure you got, you know, pretty cool one. A lot of people like to put images up here with it. I was really into Fallout when we were making this before, so I got a little Fallout guy up there, but you can put, again, whatever you want up here. And then, okay, so there's one page.